All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Drops it underneath to Thomas. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 51 yards.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to him right away because they have the matchup advantage.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Preston Smith in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up fourth and long. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Detroit!
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Watching that, Barney.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
Taken in at the 22. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Barney. Back down in that Philly. Here we go. Gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Watching now, Barney.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He sets to fire. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, there's something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Leopard.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Left side here to Sanders. Oh, nice move at midfield. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let him down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They get it to him running left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This is why I've never been a big fan of trying to get too cute down here by the goal line. For every one time something like this works, it seems like it blows up about 10 times. And sure enough, they'll wind up losing yards here.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea. And, partner, not only is he kicking himself right now, he's going to petition the league for 99-yard fields. That's almost not fair to get it that far and not get into the end zone. Nevertheless, a great return.
Over. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills will extend their lead. And he'll bang that one through. So that one will be accepted. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, pushing through the contact. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Lucky 56. Gone.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. looking to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thomas, the intended target.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Back to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. In for the score. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And the Bills getting set to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Over.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Watch him now, Barney.
He'll get it up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Lucky 56. Over. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. 20, 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. The extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Gone! Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Ford. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. And they'll go on the ground. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Detroit! Detroit!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Bills. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after fall.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. They'll run the toss to Walker. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Watch it now, Barney!
He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
On 3rd down, that's Walker. Shedding the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They run again with Walker. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Detroit! Gone!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Drops it underneath to Thomas. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Detroit! Gone!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Spins by. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now back to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And this will not be returned. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the change.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 41. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point attempt to follow here. The extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, second and 10.
Detroit! Set! Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over!
Kelly now, throwing again on second and 10. And going deep for Hill. That's caught at the 25. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play here for the Bills. 59 yards.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. This is Thomas. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney. Over.
Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On third down, it's Thomas. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They played so...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills cut into that lead. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And some room to work. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second down, right side. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now Kelly on target over the middle to Hill. touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills get a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
That makes this much more manageable. They'll move it from the 2 to the 1.
Totally manageable because many teams from the 2 want to throw the ball. But you put it at the 1, the running game is totally back in play.
No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll try and run it here. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And they'll run it here. Oh, twisting away. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Gone! Detroit! Gone!
They'll set up to throw. And he locates Walker, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gone! Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
From the gun, Kelly. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Detroit! Gun! Hot!
On first down, it's Kelly. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over!
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. And Reed with it over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Kelly to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Gun! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15.
Lucky 56. Gun! Watch him now, Barney. Hot!
To throw is Kelly. Operating from the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney. Over! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
Now a first down throw. Kelly finding a safety valve here. That's complete. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Gun!
To throw is Kelly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.